trial. She slashed her partner Farid Mohammed to death in 2015 and was convicted earlier this year in May. A Kenyan court sentenced her to death, drawing criticism from rights groups who have called the punishment inhumane. For more on this, we're joined on the line by our Kenyan correspondent, Sarah Kimani. Sarah, great to have you with us as always. So firstly, she's a beauty star, but that happened in prison.
Yes, it did, because what has happened is that Kenya has been trying reforms in prisons, and so they have been trying a lot of things, including beauty pageants in jails. I'll also tell you, she is a paralegal. During her time in jail, she has studied law, paralegal, and now she says that she's among the ladies inside prison who advise other ladies on how to appeal or how to launch appeals, and some of them have gone on to win. Here at home, we say that a doctor does not cure themselves. And so clearly, even with the knowledge that she has gained in terms of paralegal, she was not able to save herself from this death sentence that hangs over her head now.
Well, Amnesty International says it's inhumane and outdated. Is there any way this could be overturned?
Well, what the Supreme Court ruled is that in terms of the death sentence is that it is not compulsory now for the country to issue death sentences, and the death penalty is no longer in the statutes of law here. However, it will be the president's prerogative now to commute it to life, and she still has 14 days to appeal, and her lawyers have said they're going to be appealing that. We are waiting to see whether she will win her appeal and what happens. However, the decision by the court, the Justice Letsit, who said that she did not look remorseful and that she is manipulative, has divided the country along, almost downright the middle. There are those who say she deserved to die. There are those who say that she was also a victim of domestic violence, and so she was just acting in self-defense.
Well, she did stab her boyfriend 25 times. Well, tell us about the arguments. Did she try and claim that this was a crime of passion? Was there any defense attempt to say she wasn't really in her right mind at the time?
No, in fact, she says that what happened is that she discovered that her boyfriend was HIV positive and had been using antiretroviral treatment, and he had hidden this away from her. And when she discovered it, then she approached him and a fight ensued. She says that the knife fell in her chest as they were trying to fight, and this is when she took the knife and turned it against him. But the judge says that Ruth stabbed Farid, the boyfriend, several times, and not all of it together, but she paused and stabbed him again, and took a pause and stabbed him again. And so it was something that he says she enjoyed to do, and says that it was premeditated and it was meant to cause a lot of harm. And in fact, the judge says that even though the neighbors were watching from outside and tried to stop her, she did not stop, and she would pause and look at them and continue stabbing the boyfriend, who was 24 at the time of his death.
Sure, this is gruesome, and I think she's 24 years as well. I was interested in the judge's language, handing down his judgment, saying it's not cool to kill. So trying to speak to young people.
Yes, indeed, because at the time of committing the crime, she was only 21. And so the judge said it is not cool to kill your boyfriend or your girlfriend. If a relationship seems like it's falling apart, then you should walk away. Interestingly, she adds, and forgive your partner. And so a lot of people argue that the judge doesn't seem to understand the issues of domestic violence, but others saying if indeed she stabbed this person 25 times, if it was one, some people saying, then it would have been understood that maybe she was angry or it was in self-defense, but 25 times, they say, is a bit too much. The judge also describing her as manipulative and not remorseful.
Sure, so stabbing her boyfriend 25 times, the death sentence imposed, but that hasn't been seen in Kenya for a while, so we'll see how that pans out. Thank you very much, our Kenyan correspondent, Sarah Kimani.